Welcome to Tournament Takedown. There's a lot of content for fantasy sports, but not a whole lot of content focused on tournament style play. That's the focus here. I could have just as easily called these videos Crossing the Money Line, because that's really the goal. If you are crossing the money line in tournaments consistently, then you are doing well. But let's face it, Tournament Takedown sounds better. We're talking XFL today, specifically on DraftKings, and there are some XFL rules that could really provide new opportunities for fantasy points. First, let's look at the lineup requirements. You get only one running back and two wide receivers, but in exchange, you'll get two flexes. First rule, kickoffs. Instead of running downfield, teams will line up on the opposing 35-yard line. This should create a lot of open space for returns. Return scores give points to the players who scored as well as the defense. Second rule, shootout style overtime. Each team will get 5 one-play possessions from the 5-yard line, alternating plays until there is a winner, similar to hockey. Overtime attempts are scored as 2-point conversions. Third rule, 1-point, 2-point, or 3-point conversions after touchdowns. A successful play from the 2-yard line is 1 point. A successful play from the 5-yard line is 2 points. And a successful play from the 10-yard line is 3 points. When the official rosters were announced, I noticed many teams were carrying a lot of skill players. It seemed unusual, but then it occurred to me, because the way the XFL game is set up, what if teams had dedicated red zone units? It would make sense. Between extra point conversions and possible overtime shootouts, a red zone unit might see more time on the field than special teams units. If they looked at hockey, then they saw the power play unit. And what would be a football equivalent of a power play unit? A red zone unit. This would have huge implications for fantasy football. For example, you could take the quarterback who runs the red zone unit over the actual starting quarterback. Look, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could happen. And if it did, given what the XFL is trying to do, it could really bring attention to the game and its players. Well, that's it for this video. Keep an eye out for the next Tournament Takedown.